They explain the name has been chosen. The ominous associations it will raise in America's enemies. They are shaping me into something gaudy. Something lethal.
God damn you!
Jenny, wait.
That's it. This interview is over. Get those cameras off. Hurry, back off. Everybody, back off. I need some help up here. Bring them off.
Please.
Back off.
If everyone would just go away
Similarly affected.
Do you care to come?
I said, leave me alone!
Rolls Royce truck with the freak of the week. Chasing the dreams, I'ma pass it to me. Nigga, I'm a wolf, can't hang with a sheep. Water on my neck, but my chain at the beach.
They call me Dr. Manhattan. They explain the name has been chosen. The ominous associations it will raise in America's enemies. They are shaping me into something gaudy. Something lethal.
God damn you!
Jenny, wait.
That's it. This interview is over. Get those cameras off. Hurry, back off. Everybody, back off. I need some help up here. Bring them off.
Please.
Back off.
If everyone would just go away
Similarly affected.
Do you care to come?
I said, leave me alone!
Rolls Royce truck with the freak of the week. Chasing the dreams, I'ma pass it to me. Nigga, I'm a wolf, can't hang with a sheep. Water on my neck, but my chain at the beach.
They call me Dr. Manhattan.
Shalom. I want to give all honors and glories and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wakakodash, Yahweh, which is the one true name of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, but his one true name is Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, meaning coming in the name, Ba means coming in, Ha means the, Shah means name, Rakah meaning spirit, Kodash meaning holy. Double honors to the elders and the apostles and bishops at Great Millstone, who will well and teach well, because those are the men who I learned this truth from through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Shai. Peace, blessings, salutations to the hopeful elect, and shalom to you sincere brothers that are scattered abroad, pushing forth this word in truth and sincerity. And shalom to you sincere sisters that's listening in silence as the scriptures command you to do so. I am the brother Mashiach Harazakah, and pretty much in this lesson, it's going to be titled as the elect will receive that spiritual power. And I showed one of my favorite characters of DC Comics, who's Dr. Manhattan. I got two favorite, actually I got three, I got a lot of favorite, heroes or villains, but my main two favorite out of everybody, the top three, would be Dr. Manhattan, Beander's with Marvel, Dr. Manhattan's with DC, and Superman Prime 1 million, which he is DC as well. So those three characters that I just named are my favorite top, superheroes. They're all villains, actually. All three, those top three dudes is villains. Superman Prime 1 million is a villain. Now, when I say Superman Prime 1 million, his whole entire body is gold, and he was sitting in the sun for at least 15,000 years. And that Superman is actually evil. Okay, he's not a superhero. He's actually a villain. And you have Beander, who's a villain as well from Marvel, and he's able to warp reality. He can take any type of person. It can be regular Superman. He can pretty much disintegrate him just off a thought within itself. You have Dr. Manhattan that I showed in the video. He also can do that. He can warp reality. He can be all over the place at one time. He can take any superhero out of existence. All you gotta do is just say leave him, like how he said leave him alone. He disintegrated everybody out of existence. These are the type of capabilities that the elect is gonna have. Spiritual power. Just by Dr. Manhattan also, he can have an ability where he can literally look at somebody, as you can see, or look at any type of object, and he can crush it. He literally crushed a tank, a military tank, like a tin can. That's all off of the mind, just within itself. He can do anything. He can warp reality. He can move things with his hands. He can disintegrate any type of person. He can crush any type of material, whether it's iron, solid, titanium. He can break and destroy that too. These are the type of capabilities that the elect is going to have. Running supersonic speed, healing, thought process, being able to think, be able to move things like Magneto, etc. The elect is going to have these type of capabilities. This hit my spirit. So we're going to go into this. The elect is going to receive spiritual power. Just like as Yahushua said, he said he do works, but they that come are going to be able to do greater works. Roughly paraphrasing, the elect is going to be doing greater works. Brothers going to have the power to heal. They're going to be able to have brothers that run supersonic speed. Brothers going to have strength. They're going to be able to shoot electricity from their hands, fire from their hands, etc. Talks about X-Men. These men, the elect, they're going to have these type of capabilities. All right. And this is what that corruptible going into incorruptible goes into. We're going to be changed from corruptible to incorruptible. And this is Yahushua speaking in John 14:12. It says, Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that believeth on me, the works that I do, shall he do also. And I just was talking about this. This is the Spirit, right? It says, and greater works than these shall he do. And the elect is going to be doing greater works. Now, Yahushua, he did great works. Our Lord, when he was in the flesh, he did great works, right? He cast wicked spirits off of people. He healed people from sicknesses and diseases, etc. Yahushua did great works. He walked on water. He changed water into wine. The Lord did actual miracles. He performed actual miracles, okay? But the elect is going to be doing greater works, as the Lord predicted. It says, because I go unto my Father. So the elect, they're going to have spiritual power, and they're going to do greater works, as the Lord foretold in John the 14th chapter, right? It says, this is Isaiah 40:31. It says, but they that wait upon the Lord, and this is what we're doing. This is why, what the scriptures say, now faith is the substance. Hebrews 11, I think it's Hebrews 11:1. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. And these are the things that we're hoping for. We're hoping to be of the elect. We're hoping to be changed. We're hoping to be delivered. We're hoping for Esau's rulership to be destroyed. We're hoping to sustain in the ministry, sustain in the faith. We're hoping that the Lord keeps us in this truth 100%, enduring until the very end. We hope for a lot of things. We're prisoners of hope, right? And we're waiting upon the Lord, right? It says, but they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. How your strength is going to be renewed? How is our strength going to be renewed? By being changed. Okay, we're going to go from corruptible to incorruptible. We're going to have celestial bodies, right? Indestructible bodies, right? The scriptures say in 1 Corinthians 15, it says our death shall be swallowed up in victory. We're going to be unable to die, man. Okay, our strength is going to be renewed when we're changed. We're going to be changed. We're going to be refined. Okay, we're going to be refined. And it says their strength, it says renew their strength. So that's how our strength is going to be renewed, because we're going to be changed. We're going to be refined. We're going to go from corruptible to incorruptible. We're going to go from mortal, which means death, to immortal. Okay. And it says they shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint, right? Because right now in these carnal flesh and these corruptible flesh, we faint, we're weak, we're tired, we get sprains, we get arthritis, we get dislocation in our ligaments and our muscles, right? We get all type of chest colds and viruses. We get fevers in these flesh. We get all these diseases. These bodies break. They crack and break easy. But we're going to be changed. That's how our strength is going to be renewed. We're going to have perfect, indestructible bodies. That's that renewing of the strength. That's that renewing of our strength when we're changed. And the elect is going to receive those spiritual powers. Okay? They're going to have celestial bodies. Right? Jeremiah 16:15. It says, but the Lord liveth. It says that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north and from all the lands whither he had driven them, and I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers, right? Because we're going to be, roughly paraphrasing, we're going to be back in the kingdom, right? The kingdom of heaven is going to be established on the earth, the new heaven and the new earth, right? We're going to be in total righteousness. Our body's going to be changed. We're going to have spiritual powers. We ain't going to be weak. We ain't going to be faint. We're going to be in total paradise, man. Zechariah 12:8, it says, in that day shall the Lord, right, defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem. And he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David, right? And the house of David shall be as God, right? Because we are gods, right? The scriptures say ye are gods. All right, now we're not like on the level of Yahweh, but we are gods, okay? We're lowercase g gods, right? We're angels trapped in these chambers of darkness, which are these corruptible flesh. Okay, we're in the chambers of darkness, which is these bodies. But once we get into our angelic forms, our celestial bodies, we're going to be indestructible. We're going to be able to use our spiritual powers. Okay, now you got, us right now, we are able to use spiritual power on a low level. We're able to rebuke these demons and spirits. We're able to cast spirits off, right? We're able to speak in the Hebrew, the Lashon Kodash. We're able to pray to the Lord. That's spiritual power on a low level. Being able to pray to the Lord, right? Speaking in the Lashon Kodash, right? Preaching the gospel, right? Being able to break down the parables in the scriptures. That's spiritual power on a low level. But when we're changed, we're going to be able to do our actual spiritual power on a higher level. That's why the Lord said greater works shall they do, because we're going to do greater works once we're changed out of these corruptible flesh. Okay? So we are gods. It says as the angel of the Lord, as the angel of the Lord before them. You see that? So, we, as Lord willing, if we already elect, we're going to be performing actual miracles. We're going to be doing greater works. Acts 1:8, it says, but ye shall receive power. You see that? The elect, right? And after that, the Holy Spirit is come upon you, and ye shall be witnesses unto me both in Jerusalem and in all Judea and in all Samaria. And Samaria is in Israel, and unto the uttermost part of the earth. The elect, we're going to have power. It says, but ye shall receive power, spiritual power. The elect of the nation of Israel is going to receive spiritual powers, man. Okay, and that's what we're waiting for patiently in this truth, man, is to be of that elect, Lord willing, to be changed, to receive those powers, man. If we are the elect, that's what we're hoping for. That's why we are due diligence, working out our salvation, because you got to put in works for that. We got to put in works for this truth, right? Psalms 113:3, it says, Psalms 110:3, it says, thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power, right? And in the beauties of holiness from the womb of the morning, thou hast the dew of thy youth, right? And it says, thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power, of your power. We're going to have spiritual power, right? We're going to have divine intervention, okay? Powers that Esau's gun isn't going to be nothing compared to the elect. If we are the elect, Lord willing, Esau's gun is going to be like nothing. We're going to be stopping bullets. We're going to be doing all of that. We're going to be able to run at supersonic speed. Esau's military weaponry ain't going to be nothing compared to the elect, because they're going to have spiritual power. Bullets going to be bouncing off like Superman, right? Like Dark Adam, right? We're going to have those type of spiritual powers, those type of capabilities. Leviticus 26:8, it says, and 5 of you shall chase 100, and 100 of you shall put 10,000 to flight, and your enemies shall fall before you by the sword. Because we're gonna have spiritual power, man. That's our reparations. That's what we're waiting for patiently by the Lord Yahushua. He's going to give us our reparations, which is going to be these spiritual powers, man. Us being changed, us being delivered. Okay, that's our reparations, man. Right? Revelations 11:6. These have power to shut heaven, that it rain not in the days of their prophecy, and have power over waters to turn them to blood, and to smite the earth with all plagues as often as they will. Right? Because America is going to have many plagues. You're going to have the thermonuclear destruction mainly, but you're also going to have the elect tearing stuff up. You're going to have Yahushua and the angels returning, tearing stuff up. So things is going to be great things is going to be happening, man. For us, we're going to be changed. We're going to have divine intervention, right? Look up divine intervention. Look up celestial. We're going to have God-like bodies, man. Indestructible bodies, man. Okay? Indestructible bodies. right? 2 Kings 1 and 10. And this is going into Prophet Elijah, where he spoke unto that chief captain, and he told him, if I be the man of the Lord, fire shall come down and consume that captain and his 50 men. And as Prophet Elijah said that, at that moment, fire came down from heaven and consumed that captain and 50 men. Yes, Prophet Elijah had spiritual power. He had spiritual power. This is to prove it. 2 Kings chapter 1 verse 10. And Elijah answered and said unto the captain of 50, if I be a man of the Most High, then let fire come down from heaven and consume thee and thy 50. And there came down from heaven, it says, there came down fire from heaven and consumed him and his 50. That's spiritual power. Fire came down at that moment, as Prophet Elijah said, if I be a man of the Lord, let fire come down from heaven and consume you and consume that captain and his 50 men. And at that moment, as he said that, fire came down from heaven and consumed that captain and his 50 men. That's spiritual power, man. Okay, that's spiritual power. You know, Samson had spiritual power. He just killed, 1,000 soldiers with jawbone of an ass, roughly paraphrasing, right? King David had spiritual power. These men had spiritual power. Samson had great spiritual power. The spirit of strength, right? Strength was in his hair. He had spiritual power. He was that Danite. Wisdom of Solomon 3 and 7. It says, and in the time of their visitation, they shall shine and run to and fro like sparks among the stubble, right? And that's beautiful, because the elect is going to have that ever forever brightness, right? That ever shine, right? The shine is going into the wisdom. We're going to have the power of a strong aura of wisdom. The elect is going to be having the spiritual power. We're going to be able to fly, run, jump. Bones ain't going to be able to break, any of that. We're going to have spiritual power on a high level. And this is what we hoping for, man. So, hey, you know, through the spirit, I wanted to get into this, man. I saw this video on TikTok of Dr. Manhattan, man. I was like, yeah, I got to do a lesson on this. So, yes, the elect will receive spiritual power. And we are hoping to be of the elect, man. That's going to be the most beautifulest moment ever, being of the elect, Lord willing, and to be changed and to be in an angelic state. Okay? We're going to be perfect. We're going to be able to keep the laws perfect then. Okay? So, hey, Lord willing, this lesson was out of fun. On to the next one. Shalom.